Shot doesn't go. 24 seasons in the making. The Toronto Raptors are headed to their first NBA Finals.
It's quite the sight. This past Saturday night, Raptors beating the Milwaukee Bucks. Yes, they are going to the NBA Finals for the first time in history. What a moment, what a player in Kawhi Leonard. Satiar Shah from Sportsnet 650 joining us right now. This is not only big for the Raptors, but we were just talking off the air. This is big for the sport of basketball all across Canada.
Oh, no doubt. And we know that Canadians are great at basketball as it is. If you start looking at the countries that play basketball outside the U.S., we might have the best crop of athletes playing basketball outside of the Americans, obviously. And is it really as part of the social consciousness the way it should be, given the amount of talented players we have? I mean, R.J. Barrett, he's going to be a top 3 pick. We know Wiggins has gone first overall. Let's not mention Anthony Bennett, who didn't quite work out.
Can't win them all.
But exactly. But the point is, we have so many great athletes, and does the attention really show how good we are at basketball? This is one of those moments that can change how Canadians as a whole that aren't basketball fans view the sport.
Well, I love the narrative that they were saying it was basketball night in Canada on Saturday night versus the love of hockey. And with the St. Louis Blues taking on the Boston Bruins, how many people are going to watch the Stanley Cup final versus the NBA finals that get underway on Thursday? Has the Toronto Raptors, have they become Canada's team?
Well, a lot of Canadians here will tell you it's not Canada's team, but as far as Canadians being interested, how compelling is the story? It is a top sports story in the country right now, and for the first time, maybe the NBA Finals really competes with the NHL. It's the Blues and the Bruins. Bruins have some cachet. The Blues, not as much. If it was a Canadian team, maybe, or maybe even Chicago or something like that. But this is the first time maybe we see in Canada the numbers for the finals maybe edge a little bit closer to the NBA.
Well, the energy is contagious, seeing the thousands of fans on the street, and the great story about the fact no arrests were made in the celebrations. And outsiders looking in, you'd almost think, did they win the championship given the fanfare? But they have a tough road ahead with the Golden State Warriors. How good are the Warriors, and how will the Raptors match up?
The Raptors have a puncher's chance. They really, really do, especially when not having Kevin Durant for the first couple of games. Can you make the case that Kawhi Leonard is the best player in the series? You could make that argument. Maybe Steph Curry is. They have Klay Thompson. Draymond's been unreal. They got Andre Iguodala. They have some depth. But if you have the best player in a series, you got a chance. And you can make the case the way Kawhi Leonard is playing right now, he is far and away the best player in the NBA playoffs.
You know, we're looking at some of the footage of the Warriors. The sweep of the Portland Trailblazers was impressive, but the way these two teams, Raptors and Warriors, have matched up over the past couple years, all the games have been close, and I mean, regular season is what it is. But knowing that the Raptors beat the Warriors twice in the regular season makes it interesting. Outside of Kawhi Leonard, who steps up in the supporting cast and has a big series? I say Danny Green is due. He is the sharpshooter that has yet to perform in these playoffs. But who do you think supports Kawhi? I mean, Steph Curry is going to be tough to beat with this team.
Well, they're going to need all hands on deck pretty much. But one of the advantages they do have is the size. And when the Warriors lost to the Cavaliers a couple of years back, I know no LeBron James and Kyrie going off and everything, but they had some size. And the size advantage goes to the Raptors. Paul Gasol, Serge Ibaka, Pascal Siakam. If they can win the board battle, play good team defense.
Marc Gasol?
What's that? Sorry, yeah, Marc Gasol. Paul Gasol. Yeah, he used to play for the Bucks, but obviously got injured. But yeah, Marc Gasol, him, those guys, and he finally got some chemistry. He's a great ball mover at the top of the key as well. He can shoot the open three for his size. They have that size advantage. Maybe if that play to their side, they have a chance to really dominate the boards and play tougher defense, limit the Warriors from getting those easy buckets inside. Maybe you got a chance. Better than the past few years, I'd say.
Care to make a prediction on the series?
I'd say Warriors in 6.
You go Warriors in 6? I'm going to say Raptors in 7, just because I love the team so much. And Russ, we were talking about ticket prices as well on StubHub. Game 1, cheapest price right now available, $4,000. If you want lower bowl on the higher end, it was just around 11,000.
Yeah, they're pretty popular. A little story for you guys about, you know, the popularity of basketball here. People won't admit it on the street, but I was at the River Rock on Saturday night walking through, and I know they were raffling off a Tesla car or something like that at the same time. There was a massive crowd just in the foyer, and I thought they were all waiting for that. They were watching the television. There was a minute left in the game.
It's big now.
It was a huge crowd. Everybody had their eyes on the Raptors. Yeah,
fingers crossed. Thursday, it all gets underway. Sat, thanks for coming by the way.
Thanks for joining me.
Thanks, guys. Okay, a quick look at